Welcome to Are We Old? The show featuring two comedians getting nostalgic and tackling life's toughest question, Are we old? Here's your hosts, Mike Fenoya and Charles McBee.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Mike. I'm here with Charles. He's a friend that I like, and we're doing the Are We Old podcast. And we talk about getting old and things that we miss and things that we don't understand. Are we old?
I'm gonna let you rock.
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna let you rock with it.
Hey guys, if you're not, if this is your first time, every now and then I sing the intro to make my friend laugh. Welcome to the podcast, Are We Old Podcast, where we get nostalgic and answer that lifelong question, are we old?
That's right.
I am one of your hosts, Mike Fenoya.
I'm the other host, Charles McBee.
And we want to say hello to all you old heads that are hanging with us. And thank you so much for all of the great messages and great, requests and things to talk about. And they all reach us, and you can reach us on our phone number, 478-420-0690, and our email address, areweoldpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And as always, you can hit us up on the socials and leave comments and DMs and things to that nature. And that's at Are We Old on all the thingies.
All the things.
How you doing, pal?
Not bad. I like your shoes, man. Nice sneaks.
Thanks, man. You know, I like your pants. I've noticed you and I are not we're not jeans guys. We wear them when we, they're not. You ever see some people just only wear jeans?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a I have tons of jeans, but I also take care of my clothes from years and years and years. So I have jeans that I've always worn over the years, but in the last year or so, I've kind of ushered out of jeans a little bit because now they make, pants that's like that cross blend between the leisure, but it still looks professional or looks, like a grown up. So you don't have to necessarily be wearing sweatpants or anything. You can be comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
buddy, it is a renaissance.
Yeah.
It is a pants renaissance, and I will tell you, it's making aging more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because, like, for the longest time, I hated jeans as a kid. I always wore those big baggy cargo pants, right? And we'd get them so big.
Right.
I'm like 19 years old and I'm wearing like a size 40 waist, which I wasn't. And it's just an odd look and whatever. And you cut the bottoms but I've always had thick, stupid legs. I've got tree trunk legs.
Yeah.
And nothing fits me right. Enter these stretchy 4-way, whatever the heck. Am I wearing pajamas? Am I wearing dress pants?
We don't know.
Am I going golfing? Am I going to, dinner? Am I taking the dog for a walk? Whatever. And they are so comfy, and you can like stretch out and fall asleep in your pants. When I wear jeans, the first thing I do when I go home, take those jeans off.
You got to get out of them.
You're not hanging around the house in jeans.
Are you kidding me?
No, but now there's these pants that are, like you said, they're like these but they can be dressy. They could be for stand-up. They travel well. You could fly in them. You could go on stage with
and if you don't have, we got like the pre-checks and stuff, but if you don't got to worry about take off your belt and do this and do that. No.
It's amazing.
All of them are comfortable for when you're on the plane and you're just chilling on the plane. They're just great.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, it's making life more enjoyable.
I'm reached that age where now I'm sliding into more of my uniform era.
Explain to the young that might be watching.
I'm down to like a couple different shirts, not like types of shirts, not the same shirt every time.
That's not your only black T-shirt that you wear 100 times
right
in a day. You have 20.
I have a ton of these now,
and then you open that drawer,
and it's like which black tee or which what It's just very no more. It used to be, am I doing the Ralph Lauren polo hoodie, or is it the blah, blah, blah with the...
Keep it.
Yeah.
Kids,
Yeah.
you enjoy.
Go away.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that a nice, dude? That's a nice, like, when you know that ship has sailed and you go, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I found these, they're like t-shirt hoodies. They're comfortable. I think they look okay. They're not, I'm a hoodie guy.
Yeah.
I love hoodies. I'm so happy that that can be considered more of like an acceptable dress thing.
It's
or
work
not.
clothes.
Yeah, it's work clothes.
Yeah.
For comics, it's like, you know, but I'm with you where it's like, I've got a couple of these. I've got the rainbow of t-shirt, meaning like white, black, and blue and gray. And that's kind of it. And I have a ton of them. And my wife's always like, why are you buying more t-shirts? You have 1,000 t-shirts. And I'm like, well, I'm going to throw these out, or you wear them to cut the lawn, or I'm going to give them to you to sleep in or whatever.
Right.
But you got to keep the, you know.
Keep the rotation.
And you know what you like. And you look good in this, so you just wear it, and you don't have to think about it.
You don't have to think about it. That's my biggest thing. I don't have to think. There's too many other things to think about, especially in our business when you're your own boss and your own thing, conglomerate. You got so many things to think about. Oh, I got to book these flights, or I got to talk to this booker, or I got to email these people, or I got to go over here, I got to do this, I got to do that. I don't want to think. I don't want to think.
No, I got time for a dressing room.
No. Oh, God. Yeah, the times where also, because we're performing all the time, and I don't have wardrobe money.
No.
So now it's like, what is convenient? What do I know I look good in? And what is consistent that I can just take with me? What can I throw in carry on and overnight that I can just steam up real quick if I or not? And boom,
I'm happy we're talking about this.
Yeah.
You know, I finally found a rhythm that I'm comfy in with certain things. And I wonder about other, like, you know, comics kind of like, you know, I had a corporate job for a while where you had to wear a suit every day.
Yeah.
And you gotta, you know, you're judged. You can't wear the same suit every day.
Yeah.
You gotta have a rotation of suits, and suits suck. I mean, whoever thought about that as like a thing to wear, a tie? What a jerk that invented the tie. It's like a dainty noose. Like you just have to wear this little like napkin that you tie just enough to your neck that it
Till you feel like you're being strangled. Yeah.
But it's like strangled by like kitten hands. And it's like, ugh, you know it's there and you hate it. But if you loosen it, you look like a slob. So you got to keep it just so it's just enough to freaking annoy you. And you know you hate the job, but you gotta wear the tie.
That's right.
Now, you go to comedy where you can literally wear like, you know, a sweatshirt with holes burned in it, and like you can look like a complete slob.
And many of you do.
Yeah, absolutely. But then you got to, like, you know, currently I'm out on the road on tour with Ron White.
There we go.
And legend. And we're doing theaters and we're doing all these, like, you know, gigs, and I want to look good.
Yeah.
You know, and it's something that I take seriously and I want to make sure. So what I did was, you mentioned carry on. You mentioned, you know, you're going from place to place, thing to thing, spot to spot. I'm like, I need non-iron, wrinkle-free shirts that fit me, but not like I could just go to the closet, grab one, throw it in the bag, go to the pants. I know they fit, throw them in the bag, and then when I get there, I don't have to worry about heating up the iron, and because I'm not good at it. And I don't want to, you know, whatever.
Right, yeah.
So you just hang it up in the bathroom while you're showering, and it kind of unfurls
itself. And
yes,
and you go.
Couple pairs of shoes, whatever, that, like, you know, nice and easy. They're called Breeze, I think. You just throw them in your bag. They're like sneakers that look like dress shoes.
Yeah.
You don't even have to tie them.
You don't even think about it.
Don't even think about it. And it's like, just there it is. And I wonder why it was so hard so long ago, when I would like stress out and bug out. And then I look at old pictures and I'm like, I wore the same hoodie every single show. I was just black zip up hoodie. That was like my uniform, and jeans and like sneaks. And I look back on always hating how I looked, and always hating, like, feeling uncomfortable and I should look better and blah, blah, blah. But now it's like, you can look good and it's easy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a new thing to me. Maybe that was always a thing, but I just didn't know it.
I think you grow into it after a while.
You figure out
because you're chasing other things. You're trying to keep up with the Joneses when you're younger. And then finally you get to a point where you're just like, what the hell am I doing?
Right.
And also New York City or East Coast living or any city or any place where it's expensive, something's got to give. Yeah. You start going, you know what? This rent or this mortgage or whatever, that's taking paramount. Wardrobe, we're getting down to the
That's it.
to the skinny.
That's it. You get packs of T-shirts now. Yes, you buy a 5-pack of T-shirts, and that's, you know.
Especially in the summer where, especially here in New York, where you're walking everywhere, it's just like, give me a nice T-shirt and something. In the winter, I get a little more because you're layering, and I kind of like to dress it up a little bit more because I can throw on a sweater with a nice this or nice that. I have a little bit more fun, but in the fall, and because fall is now just an extension of summer.
Yeah,
now. Fall and summer, it's just like easy peasy. Like I don't want to think about it,
dude. It's we have it made where aging, you could still kind of look cool. Know what I mean? I think about, you know, my birthday is in whatever, a week or two. 46. That's old. I'm at a point where I'm closer to 50 than I am 40. That's insane.
It's a pivotal point,
dude. This year is like the more this is when I feel.
This is more because that's even more pivotal than the 45. Because 45 is like you're in the middle.
Sure,
you could go either way. 46 is like we're on the other side of the 40 mark.
Yeah. Where now it's like downhill to 50. Not downhill.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I have to tell you, I feel better than ever.
That's great.
I'm happier than ever and whatever. Like everything's great. I don't feel, or maybe I do feel 46. I don't know. But I don't know what that means. But I look at, and we've talked about this a little bit before, but it's like you look at, when I was a kid, when I was 20, if you said 46, I'd be like, what a dinosaur.
Yeah. Ancient.
And you think Velcro sneakers and dad jeans that bulk up at the ankle and Champion sweatshirts and, you know, just like the three things my dad wore.
Yeah.
You know, like you didn't have style. You know what I mean? Now, 46, I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable. And I didn't think that would be a thing. Like,
well,
you just anticipate discomfort, I think.
You know, the difference between what you just described and where we are is that your dad was a dad.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You're right.
You're
100% right.
He's like, yeah, I'm putting kids through college or what, you know, putting food on the table. I don't have time to wear Lulu pants and freaking.
That's an excellent point.
You know?
Yeah. You're right.
Euro Slim Fit
I don't have time to return stuff.
Right.
Now, that's okay. Great point. Great point. So, if I did look like a dad without kids, that's double bad.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's going on, Mike?
Like,
you all right? What's happening?
I think you nailed it.
Or you'd just be a billionaire. You'd be Rick Rubin or somebody. Yeah.
Some of these dudes, they're wealthiest guys. Just look like bums.
Yeah. That's also.
Yeah, that's pretty great, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just see like they're just in a hoodie and like whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in my jet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a dad. Dads wore dad clothes.
Dads wore whatever the hell they had.
Didn't have spit up on it.
Yeah, they just after a while. You're already married. You got kids. You got a mortgage. You got a job that you probably hate. Fashion was literally the last thing he cared or thought about.
You wore your sneakers until Father's Day when you got a new pair of sneakers and you were able to put your old ones in the new box and throw them out. And then you just wore those until you died.
That was it.
Things were different.
Yep.
Now I think even dads have like more.
They got better options now, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine. I don't know.
I don't. But 46, buddy.
I mean, or you do you're the Ray Romano. You're just, the flannel shirt with the T-shirt underneath, just kind of.
Yeah, just jeans and
shoes.
And
you schlub around.
Yeah. Was there a number like a date, like a year that you were like, oh man, I'm getting older?
I thought it would be any time past 40. I thought it was like the 40s was gonna affect me differently, but I was very fortunate that by the time I hit 40, I was in an amazing space in my life, career wise, and personally. Like everything was like lined up right the way it should. It's it's had some hills and valleys since, but at that moment where 40 hit, where a lot of times, you know, a lot of guys would go, "Oh God, where am I in my life?" I was at a very great space. I was a head writer of a TV show. Comedy was doing well. I think I had just entered, or I was entering into like a new relationship, or at least, you know, that part of me of like, oh, I might have found my person, and that so leading, even though I wasn't a parent or dad yet, I was like, this could be leading into that phase. And so it was like all these things. Money was good, and you know, all the things. So 40 didn't scare me as much because I feel like I had nailed it. Now I'm looking more also towards 50 because
Please don't point at me when you say 50.
Well, you mentioned 50.
I know, but just seeing
Okay.
you went like this, 50, and I went like my stomach hurt.
I didn't mean you. I meant the conversation.
I got an old heart. Please,
I was piggybacking on the conversation.
I know, but it scared me.
I'm also looking at 50 because I'm in I guess you would call it, not starting all the way over, but I'm in a little bit of a rebuild phase in the sense of, you know, we had the writer's strike, COVID, writer's strike, all that kind of stuff happened. And so, you know, money was funny, even though I, you know, saved and all that kind of stuff, but like money was funny. New York is still New York. And so I'm rebuilding that. And I didn't want to get into the, you know, TV is exploding now. You know, shows are getting canceled left and right. They're not hiring. AI is taking over Hollywood. So
like it or not. Yeah.
So there's like all this stuff. So now I'm just like, all right, I need to build my own thing and build my own career, which makes me feel like I'm starting from scratch, even though I'm not. But it makes me feel like I'm starting from scratch. So I say all that to say, now I'm looking at 45. Can I point at you for 45? 45.
For about 2 more weeks.
For 2 more weeks. I'm looking at 45. But I'm also looking at 50, meaning my internal kind of goals, as far as me getting back to a place where I felt like I was when I was 40, I'm giving myself
grace.
45.
Yeah.
And then once I hit 45, I'm going to reassess, because then, like you mentioned, I'm going to feel the countdown to 50. This is all stuff that we do to ourselves, by the way.
No one cares.
No one cares. We're all doing this to ourselves, but that's the torture I put myself through.
And I totally understand it. And I think that I've had, man, I remember saying to myself and a buddy, we were talking about how let's make our 40s our 20s, but with money.
Yeah.
That was like the plan. And we were cracking up about it and how it's like, you know, we're not going to be able to, we used to, you know, go out and party and this and that and whatever, but it's like, let's, you know, right now, what would have been a lame night in our 20s is a really nice night. Just the 4 of us go get dinner and maybe a drink or two, and just like, I'm off from stand up and they're off from whatever, and we just sit and reminisce and talk about what are we going to do next and things like that, you know? And that's fun. Where before I'd be like, this is lame. This is old people stuff. You know what I mean? But what I'm finding is that I'm looking at people that are maybe have a couple laps ahead of me in their early 50s. And they're happy, and they look young, and they're successful, and they're enjoying life, and they're traveling, and they're this, and they're that. There's this thing I guess I had of, and maybe it's not just me, maybe it's like our age group or whatever, that like looked at aging and oldness as like that's over. You're done.
Yeah. Put them out the pasture.
Put them out to pasture. Now, you see people doing phenomenal things at 50, 60, whatever. And I'm just like, I mean, it's wild to see. I'm motivated by like a lot of like people that are well older than me. And I see what they're doing. And I'm like, damn, man, like that's pretty killer. And you could change. I sent you something the other day. Do you remember that? Like, I want to read it.
Oh, yeah.
This is a motivation for the older gents and ladies that watch the pod and listen to the pod. I found this online. It says, you can be lost at 22, broke at 28, unsure at 31, start over at 35, glow and rise at 38, find your purpose at 42, become truly unstoppable at 47. Trust the process. You're not behind. You're still becoming. Greatness isn't rushed.
That's great. Yeah.
It's true, right?
It is.
It's wild to
You
think
have to
about.
remind yourself of that, too. That's why it was great you sent that to me, because it reset the system.
Well, because we were talking about it recently about how, I mean, and this has to be a thing that should be talked about more, but like we all have this, it's a beautiful, like American whatever is like youth and sexy and you know, you get a wrinkle or you get a whatever and it's like you're kind of aged out, you know?
Yeah.
But we're all aging. The only thing we all have in common is that we're all aging. So it's like if we can figure out how to do it and be like okay with it, everybody can maybe kind of like, you know, watch each other and go like, oh yeah, like they seem to be enjoying it. It doesn't just, you don't just keel over and go stare at the river. You know what I mean? Like
even staring at the river sounds kind of nice.
You want to go stare at the river after this? I think that like I mean, it's weird how much better I feel about stuff and stuff I used to worry about. Now I go, I don't have time to think about that.
Yeah, my only concern, not concern, but just thing that I'm on top of is just like making sure that as I get older, you know, stay healthy, stay as much as I can, stay in shape, all that kind of stuff, just so you can age funly and gracefully and all that kind of stuff.
Speaking of that, weight, getting older and metabolism and weight and stuff
I'm learning about that in real time.
What's going on?
Well, I'm just it sets in that you're not what you were. Your body just isn't. You know, the snapback ain't snapping like it used to.
No.
I have to work so much harder to keep the belly in. I mean, this thing is.
I mean, you see it. I don't.
Well, I'm wearing black today. That's why.
Even when you're not. You're in good shape.
I
have a belly.
Posted a vid not too long ago. It was, you know, I did doing stand up, and I'm like, oh, this is great set. This is a great tape. And I ended up wearing a white T-shirt that kind of, you know, a little snug. Mm-hmm. Man, that thing cupped my belly so good. I was like, what trimester am I in? I was like,
you were presenting?
What is happening, bro? Oh, I was like, I gotta get back in the gym. I mean, it's like to the point where if any days off, there's no grace period. There's no equity that you build up. Hey, I was a whole 3 months at the gym, eating right. Surely I can, you know, a week off. Oh, I was on vacation and blah blah blah. Well, guess what? Get back to the starting block. You got to start from the scratch all over again.
I mean, you posted a shirtless, buff Charles in Hawaii picture, and I was like, look at my boy. He looks great.
A week
AI.
AI. I should have. A week later, it was the Michelin puff guy. 1,000 photos it took to get that one photo. Are you kidding me?
That's fantastic.
Let me show you the ones that didn't get posted.
That's so great.
Oh,
dude.
like a beach
and
whale.
I love, dude. It's so funny that you say that because it's like you're watching this and you're like, oh my god, this set is great. I can't wait to post this. And then you're like, the world can't see.
They cannot
my
see
tits.
This. What is this?
I know. I've got horrible metabolism, and it takes a lot of work to like. I mean, I pack on weight. And during the pandemic, I'll tell you what's helped me a ton is not drinking beers.
Yeah.
That literally, because if I drink, I eat like I'm going to prison in the morning. I will eat a whole pizza. I will. I mean, it gets bad. Like I'll hammer down. And being on the road so much,
that's the thing.
I mean, we're eating at midnight at a steakhouse, and it's like, don't get ribs, don't get mashed potatoes, don't like get a salad and some chicken or something like that, and like, but the drinking was my bad. Like I put on a ton of weight during the pandemic, and I like just got so disgusted with myself. And I'm like, I can't look like this. Like that's what is going to be the deciding thing with how you age.
Yeah.
And if you pay attention at all to anything anybody says, exercise your ass off. It's all about what you put in your face.
What you put in your body.
Yeah.
Yep. I got to cut out mine is sugar. I'm finding is sugar. I already cut out the processed stuff. And I don't drink like for real like that. But, and it's not even sweets. It's just you learn more because now I have to cook everything myself and make sure I know what the ingredients are. I'm flipping over everything at the grocery store, reading the ingredients.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got to know what's in this, which is not something in your 20s or even your 30s you'd even conceive. It's just like, how much is it? Is it good? Now I'm just like, what's going on here? What's going on? Because you just realize, like, especially, look, it is what it is. I'm not, blame who you want, but we're not the best at letting the best stuff in when it comes to our foods in this country. It's bad.
It's bad.
So
the cheaper stuff is the worst for you.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I'm, having to cook my own stuff and make sure everything is right. But yeah, it's tough. And then it just gets exhausting. Even that is like a whole thing. It's like now I gotta be Chef Boyardee McBee.
Chef Boyardee McBee.
Like,
that was
Lord.
That's the first time you ever thought of that, huh?
Yeah.
That was really good. You should do something with that. I could see merch.
Chef
Boyardee McBee. Now
I could see me getting sued.
Fuck it.
No.
Why not?
I'm just joking.
But that's a good lawsuit.
Yeah.
What I have found too is that I am very boring when it comes to there's 10 things I like and I can eat it. If we meal prep, I can eat the same thing every day. Like I don't have to have a different dinner every night. Like if my wife and I make like a pound of chili, like turkey chili or whatever, I'll just eat that all week.
Yeah.
If she, so Sunday is like the prep day is like the big day to like, we do like a big thing of chicken soup or like a big thing of like, turkey meatballs or whatever the heck it may be. And then just like go off that all week. And I don't like, I've gotten to the point where if one time a week I'm like, let's just go get something delicious. Like let's get Chinese food. Let's get hibachi. Fine. But like I remember like for a while it was like every night had to be like the best thing. Like every night had to be like pizza or wings or ribs or like all my favorite stuff. And if it wasn't, it was like a bummer.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, whatever. Just as long as I don't feel starving, then fine. So it's easier to like when you start to grab the ingredients and the 10th time you do it, you're like, that's easy.
Yeah.
I know how to make this thing. My mouth doesn't hate it. So I'm just gonna go with it. What I have found too is that I'm not used to splurging anymore. So like the other day on the road, we're playing golf and the guy who we were playing with goes, does everybody want hot dogs? It's like, I haven't had a hot dog and I don't even know how long. Dude, this freaking hot dog, they handed me my tray. I almost fell over. I opened the thing. It's the biggest hot dog I've ever seen with like a half pound of taco meat on it.
Yeah.
Relish, scallions, onions, melted cheese underneath. And then these potato wedges that were like, oh my God, like an oar on a kayak.
Yeah.
And we were all really hungry because we were out there playing and whatever. I'm in the sun. I hammer down this chili dog. I can't remember the last time I ate anything like that. And dude, it wrecked me.
Oh yeah?
Oh my God, I'm on stage just like, I feel like an alien's gonna just like crawl out of my stomach. And I was just like, I can't do like that made me feel old.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, so what? I had a hot dog. But my body's like, dude.
I went to the movies.
Take a bite.
Yeah, you can't. Was it the dog or was it how fast you consumed it? And
All of it.
yeah,
It wasn't the dog. It was everything on it.
on it. Yeah,
Dude, I mean, a bowl of chili was on this hot dog. And I was like
Yeah.
hammered it down. And then I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Awful. You went to the movies.
I went to the movies, and and I already know this is gonna happen. So now I train myself now, but I can't go to the movies and movie out like I used to. Like I can't do the whole big thing of I mean, we would go to the movies, get the big thing of popcorn, dump every
Junior mints,
what salt,
butter,
the
yeah.
fake butter,
Yeah.
whatever that
Yeah.
stuff is.
Yeah, they're like just bucket of pee.
Yeah.
basically.
And then just gorge and gorge. And I remember the last time I did that, I thought my head was going. I thought my brain was going to jump. Like
Oh, you were having like brain
out of my both brain and stomach.
fat.
Yeah, I mean, my head hurt, my gut hurt, everything. It was just like, what's happening? Oh, I'm 40 something. Like it was no other reason other than that.
Yep.
And now last time I went with Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Andrew.
Shout out our buddy Andrew Schwartzdahl.
Andrew Shortstall. We went to go to the movies, and he's popcorning it up, and I'm just like, I can't do it.
He's got the metabolism. I mean, he's at the gym every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, it's definitely a feeling of like, ugh. You just get like, I would hammer back, and you know, it's funny. I was talking to a guy working at one of the theaters that we were doing, and we were talking about he only eats 5 hours a day. So he does like that super duper intermittent fasting, right?
Yeah.
The guy's like 66. He looked like 30.
Yeah.
And he's like, I used to be 100 pounds heavier and I was on a million medicines. And he goes, I just stopped eating. Like I had to get over the thing of like me being, I'm starving, I'm going to die. You're not going to die.
Yeah.
There's people that don't eat for a month. You're going to be okay.
Right.
So we talked about how we were both raised with eat everything on the plate or else you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Don't waste that food.
There's kids in Africa.
Starving people in China want that food. Why they chose China, I don't know, because I thought they're not starving.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, they have a country. God bless them.
Yes.
I'm sure there's hungry people in China.
I'm sure they were
Don't
somewhere
send-
going. "Ugh,
Yeah.
I heard Charles didn't finish his tacos.
yeah. There's broccoli on Mike's
Yeah.
plate.
Yeah.
Ow. But we were told you're kind of a bad kid if you don't.
Right.
I don't want leftovers. Eat the and then right when you're done with that last scoop of spaghetti, my mom would pile more on, and I'm like, "You're killing me."
Yeah.
And I was raised to kind of, I know people that go to restaurants and when they order food, they go box half of it and bring it with the check. So they only eat half of, because we're just like, we eat whatever people put in front of us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you just go, no, take half. But you're right, man. I think but I think we're both doing fantastic.
I mean, yeah, I look at it in I keep it in perspective.
Yeah.
But it's hard when you're looking at yourself because you judge yourself with your own eyes and you're just like, what's going on here? But
If I ever talked to somebody else, if I ever heard somebody else talking to someone the way that I talk to myself, I would step in and break it up. I'd go, show some respect. You don't have to talk to him like that.
What are you, a monster? What are you,
an
raised
animal?
by wolves? What's
My
going on?
God.
Have
Gotta be
some
nicer
compassion.
to ourselves.
Yeah.
But what about you guys? How are you handling aging? This was we had a lot of fun stuff to talk about, but you'll have to tune in next week because we needed this. Every now and then we have to just,
You got it, most of the jokes are for the crowd. Sometimes you got to do
This was behind the scenes. This is green room talk.
Yeah.
We love you guys and
Stay young.